Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
Hi there, welcome to and welcome back to my channel. I'm Emma and this is my sewing channel, Sew to Emma. This is where I talk all about my sewing endeavours, adventures, journey, fabric, patterns, you name it, anything sewing wise. So I hope you do enjoy this vlog. Today's vlog is very exciting and very nerve-wracking because it could be quite contradictory. And like the weather, we're just on the tail end of Storm Aisha in Scotland. 90 miles per hour, up to 90 miles per hour. Last night it was hooey, blowing a hooey, and the rain's still coming down projectiles from it. Aye, so, but nevertheless, this is quite exciting vlog. This is our third vlog collaboration together on YouTube, and it's with the lovely Jess of Sofia Dress. One, we're both Scottish, two, we're both sewists, and three, we're both January birthday girls. So, what's not to like about this collab? Jess is lovely, and she said yes to this dress. I know she's getting married, and she said yes to some other dress, but it's on a design. But you can catch that in with Jess. I'm not spilling any beans. I don't know any beans anyway, so nevertheless. Made it rhyme. Okay, so yes. So we are doing our third third collaboration together. And yeah, the last two have been lovely. I wear those makes all the time, apart from the Highland dress. It's quite thin. I wasn't sure. I loved it at the time, but I came back to it and I was like, I'm just not quite sure about the fit, so I might have to reprint it. So that means I think maybe purchasing the PDF and getting it printed EO, because I don't think I've got all the paper pieces together. That's how messy my sewing is. They keep coming, and I keep putting them to the side and meaning to put them back in the folder that they should have went back into. But never mind. That's just me. You gotta work with me, you know? Right, so we did the Highland wrap dress, then we did the Marlowe, and yeah, it's not been that long since we did the Marlowe, so we're doing another collaboration. I saw Jess talk about this dress as part of her sewing plans on her January plans video. We're getting back to that, and yeah, I think it was part of a kit from Stitch and Ink, which is an online sewing shop based in Scotland. They definitely do UK wide delivery. Not quite sure about worldwide, but if they do, I'll pop it on the screen. So, this is a nerve-wracking part of it. For me, it is because, like Jess, we are not entirely sure about this block that Tilly uses. Nothing against the block, sometimes it doesn't work for us, most often. And we're both different body types, which is lovely. But sometimes blocks don't work for everyone. Anyway, so, you ready? I bought this kit about 9 months ago, and I've been on and off. There's various factors for being on and off. Maybe the X-Day release really put a knife in it, and I was like, absolutely no way. And then, was it the jacket that came out? And I was like, nah, not feeling it either. Cause I was like, okay, I'm regaining trust with TATB. And then the Etsy happened and I was like, no. But then I saw Jess was going to do it and she was all in, and I was like, right, if we're going to tackle something big, we're going to tackle it together. And she was sewing up this dress for her birthday. So, you want to find out about this dress. I've been teasing you for a week, and if not a bit. And now I'm teasing you for the last 5 minutes. So, here we go. It's Mabel by Tilly and the Buttons. Okay, so the Mabel by Tilly and the Buttons is described as: get ready for all the compliments with this dreamy dress or blouse with short waist and cuffs. Learn to sew shirring with our step-by-step guide plus a free video tutorial by Tilly if you need extra help. There's a square-shaped elasticated neckline, full-length or elbow-length sleeves with deep shirt cuff or narrow shirt cuff with frill hem, voluminous raglan sleeves elasticated around the shoulders. Front neckline has a pretty frill keyhole opening and a 4 drawstring ties. Blousy bodice and floaty skirt cinched in with short waistline make it as a midi length or peplum blouse. So, and skill level is improver. There's lots of pattern support within the tutorial, blog-wise and vlog. So yes. So this pattern goes from a 6 to 34. So it spans from sizes 1 to 15. And that is a UK 6 to a UK 34. The bust goes from 30 inches to 60 inches. The waist goes from 24 inches to 53 inches. The hip goes from 33 inches to 61 inches. Now, the finished garments measurement, there's a huge amount of these. 37 and a quarter inches for the bust. That's size 6. So, well, size 1 until a 1. To a 66 3/4 inches. The hip goes from a 45 and a quarter inch to a 93 inches. Now, if we're talking hips, it's a 61 to 93 inches from the body measurements, the garment measurements. So that is like over 32 inches of ease in those hips. Yeah. So, down to my sizing. It would be, I would go from 3 different sizes. So size 9, size 12 and size 14 if I was grading it. But I was looking at the measurements, the finished garment measurements, and I was like, hey, I don't need to grade those. So I went for a straight size 8, which put me in at a 48 inch for the bust, 41 inch for the hip, and 49 inch for the waist. That would give me 57 inches finished garment measurements for the bust, and where am I? 71 inches for the hip. So in the bust it would be 53 inches finished garment measurement for the bust. So that would be 53, 7 inches of ease in the bust. And then for the hip, it would be 47, 30, 26 inches of ease in the hip, I believe, if I got my right calculation. But yeah, there's still a good amount of ease if I size down, and I really did size down considerably for all the measurements, especially the hip and the waist. So I cut it out, no problem at all. I think I had about 3 meters of this lovely viscose challis that I picked up in the kit box from Stitch and Ink. Now I must have got about 3 meters. I must have used about less than 2.5 meters. And yeah, so what the kit gave you was lovely thread. I think it was a Scandi thread, the shirring elastic, enough of that, and then the elastics that you put in the neckline, the shoulders, and the back neckline. So yes, I did mine about midi length, so between the ankles and my knees, and I'm quite happy with the length of that. I did try this on. I've got photos to show you in a little video. One arm is fine, shirt arm. The other one is very, very tight. So I'm gonna have to undo that shirring. I have conquered my fear of shirring. That's the lesson in life learned from me. I'm quite pleased about that because I've got a project coming up that I would like to really tackle now. Just because, I might even, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, really, I found the video that Tilly did was really helpful as well. Kind of showed you about the length of the stitch, so you put your longest length for the shirring elastic, so that would be a 5 on my machine. I played about with the tension and I put that down to 2 or up to 2. And what I did, I was finding that when I was winding up the bobbin by hand, I was doing it too loose. So I kind of did it a half hand, half machine. So the machine was winding up and I would be controlling the tension. So that kind of worked for me. It might not work for you, but you can always try it. So it wasn't coming off the actual reel, it was in my hand. I kind of wound it up by hand first and then I unwound it and then wound it up on the machine. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. But yeah, kind of figured it out myself. I'm questioning myself, why did I leave shirring so long? Why? Answers will seize me. Yeah. So yeah, the book kind of gives you lots of pointers, like cut your fabric. For me, I would definitely put all the markings in if you can, because one, it'll help you keep a straight line when you're doing the shirring, unless you really like to be brave and do straight lines for the shirring. There was kind of a couple of bits where I just had to go, I had to unpick the shirring on one of the skirt pieces because it just wasn't, it was very loose. So I think that was me winding the bobbin up too loosely by hand. And I had to also unpick a sleeve as well. So that was quite time consuming, doing 5 rows of unpicking on each of these. Yes. But nevertheless, that was really good. I had fun doing my overlocker. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like green, lilac, blue and pink on my overlocker, because obviously this beautiful viscose chalet is the Orient Boleros. That's the name that Stitch and Ink gave the fabric, and it kind of represents it. I kind of gave my husband a look of horror. He said, "You look like a milkmaid." I don't know if that's like a compliment or I'm taking it as a compliment. Yeah, I don't know if the fabric has given him that vibe, but hey. I've also put a label as I made it. I'll put a wee picture in there for you. Yeah, but yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I'm biting my words. I actually enjoyed the process. The instructions, we've got pictures in them, and decent blurred descriptions. That's the word. Like help hints. I do like the tilly and the buttons instructions. They're really, really good, especially if you're starting out or improving like this. Yeah, sewing pattern for improvers. Yeah. So I think it's really pretty. I would like to do another one, but maybe in a less vibrant summery fabric. This is not going to be worn anytime soon with this weather. It's January after all, it's freezing. But yeah, it fits really nice apart from one arm. I'm quite pleased about the fit. Would I sew this again? Yes, I think I answered that. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a positive experience on the whole. I'm happy to have attempted this. I've just blown my mind. And I'm just trying to be matter of fact here. But I did mention about another project that had shirring in it that I've been putting off for ages, but now I'm not. So, Ex-Zara fabric. I picked this up from Dragonfly Fabrics or so. It was one or the other ages ago. This was like sold out everywhere. Like it would get restocked and then sold out as quickly as it was restocked. But I managed to pick some up, and I think I picked up probably 4 meters or so. Whoop whoop. So the actual project that I really want to do is the Victory Patterns Sofia Dress. Now this is in a really good size range, and when it came out, I was obsessed, but frantically petrified, or frankly petrified of doing shirring, but no longer, Emma. Whoop whoop. So I'm going to go and try and find if I have printed off the AO Sofia pattern by Victory Patterns. So there we go. I can't wait to get into this. And plus this is slightly thicker as a viscose twill, and it's been waiting and looking at me for quite some time. So I'm going to give this a bash. Bish bosh bash, mashed potato. And yeah, thanks Dilly for helping me conquer the fear of shirring. I've seen Jess's dress, Mabel, for her birthday. She wore it yesterday, I believe, and it looks absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to see what she has said about her experience sewing up the Mabel. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have bitten off my words. I really have. I'm very surprised. In a good way. I'll definitely be sewing this up again because it definitely works. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to love you and leave you. If you haven't already, please do comment below, seeing what you think. Please like this video and please do subscribe if you have enjoyed this and don't want to miss out on any future exciting collabs or other vlogs. Take care and I will see you very, very soon, and don't forget to check out Jess's video. You won't be disappointed. Oh my, the words. It's been a day. Take care. Bye.
Splinters of the moon.